Howdy, 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 folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. If you're joining me here nice and early over at Marvel Snap Zone, welcome back for more in the way of our community deck feature. You guys have been absurd. I can't begin to tell you how insane the uptick in Marvel Snap players has been over this last handful of days as everyone gets their hands on the game for the first time globally and gets to come and join us and just enjoy the journey of everything Marvel Snap, and we've been happy to be of some help along the way. So thank you for checking out the site, thank you for checking out everything we're doing here on YouTube, and hopefully we can continue to help you as you are moving forward. We've actually published an article this morning of budget upcoming Pool 2 decks on the way, because we know a lot of you are making your way there. And we look forward to kind of showing off some Pool 2 decks in the near future too, so stay tuned for that if you are looking for those. In the meantime, we got a featured location today. If you're not familiar with the concept of featured locations, here we go. The hot location of Kamar-Taj. It's going to appear more often in your games than it would do otherwise in other locations. So really exciting stuff, and it gives us the perfect opportunity here to showcase another one of our favourite budget Pool 1 decks for you if you are just getting started in all things Marvel Snap. We're going to be showing you today the lovely On Reveal deck. This list actually comes from one of our writers over at Marvel Snap Zone, the incredible Den CCG, regular on the site, makes some fantastic content for both Snap, Runeterra, even some Hearthstone stuff too, so go and check them out if you haven't already. Den wrote about this in the budget decks for Pool 1, I should say, and it seems like the perfect deck to kind of showcase why Kamar-Taj is a location that you want to be targeting, playing all these sweet On Reveal cards you find in Pool 1. If you're not already, consider chucking us a follow, folks. It would be really, really good to see you more for more Marvel Snap, more things on YouTube, just content all around. I miss you and I love you very much. Alternatively, if you just want to check out today's deck, it's going to be in an article on the site as well. If you want to export it for yourself, give it a spin, grab it from the description box below, check it out. Good luck on the ladder, grinding away on those cubes. So yeah, what are we trying to do here? Well, honestly, kind of big bad to start with. The reason to play an On Reveal deck in Pool 1, Odin. Really powerful card, very sinister endgame for you, really, triggering all these On Reveals you've already played before at the location you play it at, giving you double the value from everything you chose to play with an On Reveal. So we're looking to play some of the most powerful On Reveals we can in this deck to maximize that ability. Going to start off with some cheap interaction. Not all of these are On Reveals, but they are cheap, powerful cards from the pool. Nightcrawler here, again, just giving you some flexibility in the early game, that you move around from location to location. Cheap On Reveals in the form of Rocket Raccoon. This one, just the best on rate. If you can guess where your opponent's going to be playing, it's going to give itself 4 power total, and if you can trigger it again with Odin later on, 6 power on a 1-drop. It's quite a lot, to be honest. Yondu here, fantastic at taking away important cards from your opponent, shipping them off the top of the deck nice and early. Doesn't tend to play all that well with Odin, but a great early resource piece, great interaction for your opponent, and just all round a very powerful 1-drop card. Mr. Sinister here, another powerful On Reveal effect, going to help you fill up a location all by itself by creating the Sinister clone. It creates a duplicate of itself on the location you play it with the same amount of power, so if you can increase this power of the clone, it's going to be a larger clone as well. Alternatively, it's just going to help you fill up locations with bodies nice and early on. Star-Lord here, not quite as strong as Rocket Raccoon, but once again, looking to guess where our opponent's going to be playing their stuff, trigger the On Reveals. Obviously very easy to guess where they're going to be playing stuff if we're both aiming for Kamar-Taj. Going to be 5 power on a 2-cost unit, or sometimes up to 8 if we can trigger it twice with Odin. Really, really strong stuff all round. Scarlet Witch here, going to help us try and find locations we want, try and help us avoid ones that we do not want to see. Can sometimes take away really problematic locations for a deck like this, like Death's Domain, the Bar with No Name, or similar effects like that. Ironheart, the first of our real powerhouse On Reveal cards. Technically 3 resources for 6 stats spread across multiple bodies. Definitely the kind of one you want to be triggering again with Odin if you can. Really, really powerful 3-drop, especially when you're playing so many units early. Enchantress here, not only a strong On Reveal, but very powerful tech choice heading into the Snap ladder. A lot of really good ongoing effects out there right now, so stripping those away, taking out those Devil Dinosaurs, those Iron Mans. Really, really strong effect to have in a deck like this. Jessica Jones, Really strong on reveal now that it's only costing you 4 instead of 5 like it did at certain points during the beta. Really easy to turn this on and just have 8 power for 4, which is obviously a fantastic rate. And if you can avoid playing something here on turn 5 and play Odin here again on turn 6, sadly you do not have another turn to get that bonus again. But if you happen to find yourself staring at magic, or maybe you can get Jessica Jones down a turn early, courtesy of Elysium or a similar location, that's definitely a play pattern to keep your eyes open for. White Tiger, the really big on-reveal payoff. You're going to see a lot of this one in your Marvel Snap journey going forward, creating multiple 7-power Tigers across other locations if we can duplicate this effect. Very, very strong. The last of the Guardians of the Galaxy that we're playing in the deck, the real big version of that effect, plus 5 power on Gamora if we can figure out where our opponent's going to be playing. So that is the name of the game today with this on-reveal deck from Den. All Pool 1, all Recruit Season should be ready to play for you if you're making your way through that pool now. As I say in all these videos, folks, we're going to get some games in and see how this plays out. Might have to delete a deck to get there, unfortunately, because the mobile client is still kind of struggling on that front. But if you have never joined me for one of these things before, unfortunately, I am, of course, up in Pool 3 with a number of cards that, you guys don't have. So I'm going to be playing against some Pool 3 players and decks like that. So it's going to be hard for us to hang sometimes, but hopefully we can at least showcase to you what the deck is trying to do and what the game plan is. Speaking of the devil, nice and early Kamar-Taj. Shall we just strip 2 cards away from our opponent here, get some value? Seems good. We find our Odin as well, which is definitely one that we want to find. So ripping Okoye and Sarah. Sarah's a very good one to be getting rid of from our opponent's deck. Not going to complain about that. Wakandan Embassy here, going to give us some chunk of stats. That makes this Nightcrawler even better. Do we take the risk that our opponent is going to play to Kamar-Taj? I think so, right? Good chance we're going to want to play like Nightcrawler into Jessica Jones. Hopefully find White Tiger. Yeah, go on. Let's see if they want to join us on Kamar-Taj and get a bonus on our Star-Lord. Looks like we got lucky on this one. Ding. Up to 5 stats we go. And then up to 8 stats we go. Opponent playing out an Angela onto Kamar-Taj. That's a really high roll, obviously, for hitting like that. Wow. Ironheart is quite strong here. So I guess the plan now has to be 3, 4, play on 5, Odin on 6. Seems pretty good, honestly. We could wait on the Ironheart. Maybe play this on turn 5 and try and hit a few more things that are on lanes that aren't Kamar-Taj. Yeah, okay. Let's take the slower route. Play out our Nightcrawler here. Try and get maximum value from our Ironheart. Regret. Much regret. To be fair, we'd have lost a number of stats anyway from the Killmonger taking away our stuff. Just going to play out Jessica Jones here. Try and have it win a location all by itself. And hopefully we find another cheap card to pair with this Ironheart to have a good turn 5. We do, okay. Sure, so we can't play to the Wakandan Embassy. Let's turn Isle of Silence into something else. And then give our board some juice. And hopefully the Odin-coloured juice at the end of the game is going to be enough for us through that Killmonger. Opponent will magic, so we're not going to get our Kamar-Taj bonus on this Ironheart anymore. But we do get an extra turn to play with, which is pretty sweet. Going to try and avoid drawing these rocks that are in our deck from Rock Slide. Unfortunately, we do give our opponent extra energy here. We've kind of been foiled every turn so far. Really not what we were hoping to do. Look at that rock. Look at that rock. I'm really not sure, honestly, on how we should sequence this one. I'm, like, genuinely curious about whether Odin is worth it already. Feels like I want to try and score the guaranteed Star-Lord value if my opponent's going to play to Limbo. Hopefully we're right about that. Interesting game. Killmonger really put a bit of a spanner in our works, to be honest. They do indeed play to the Limbo, so we're going to get all of the bonus from Star-Lord here. Not often you see a 13 power Star-Lord. Opponent will Scorpion us. And then, unfortunately, has an Iron Man, so we're not even winning in Limbo. Sheesh. Okay. Well, alright, that's something. So we can't do everything, which is pretty unfortunate, but I think what we're supposed to do is just White Tiger. We could guarantee the Tiger ends up in the Wakandan Embassy, and hopefully 8 points and 21 points is enough. But to be honest, if the Tiger ends up here anyway, we should win Limbo. No, we don't. That's only 32. Yes, okay, so we should guarantee the Tiger goes here. It's our best bet of winning this game. Unfortunately, it looks like we might not have enough stats here. Ugh. Okay. Shang-Chi taking our soul away from us. Yeah, some really big stat sticks here from our opponent is going to be too much of a problem. Shang-Chi and Killmonger removing too many of our payoffs. We got all of our bonuses. We made our Star-Lord huge, made our Jessica Jones huge, but unfortunately, a lot of our cards being removed, a bit problematic for the on-reveal deck early on. See if we can improve ourselves ever so slightly going forward. We get to play the Rocket Raccoon Lottery. Well, I assure you they're not going for Murder World, so we got a 50-50. Gonna go center. Think our opponent's gonna play center. No! No play. Okay, so no bonus from Rocket on turn numero uno. It does unfortunately get played into Kamar-Taj, so we kind of wasted a spot here. But we are just going to play Mr. Sinister out on the right. Keep our Kamar-Taj free. And obviously not play into Murder World. Ugh. Okay, Scorpion ripping some stats off of our hand is a little unfortunate. Limbo. Okay, multiple turn 7 games today. The Iron Heart is probably worth enough, I think, at this point in time to play into Kamar-Taj. Just gains us an absolute boatload of stats on the 3 cards that are already on the board. Really good little play pattern there. Maximum value from our Iron Heart on turn 3. Sadly, Juggernaut is going to start filling up Limbo, so... I think I'm playing Jessica Jones into Murder World here, because I don't intend on playing their next turn. I'm likely going to White Tiger into Kamar-Taj, so... Seems like a good time to get Jessica down, and as much as she lost 2 points of power... Don't hit the White Tiger, okay, we're all good. As much as she lost 2 points of power, she's still going to be a decent stat stick after she gets her bonus. So, easy White Tiger for us here. Really looking for our Odin to try and regain some of these on-reveal effects. Opponent will storm out Limbo. Okay, so there is only going to be one more turn this game. No turn 7 for us. So, looks like we might have locked up the flooded zone. Let's see if we can... Okay, so that's insane, right? That's just completely and utterly insane. This should be a pretty easy snap. Odin mid should hopefully fill up the Murder World as well. I think we should be good here. Yeah, opponent agrees. They are not going to keep playing for the cubes in that world. Okay, 1-1 for the reveal deck. Let's see if it gets to be a positive record or a negative record in its final game of the day. Kind of nice to showcase a little bit of what the deck is about and why we think it's kind of good in general. Not just when Kamar-Taj is on, but obviously when Kamar-Taj is on, well, you are doing some spicy stuff. Looks like the same opponent here. Maybe we are a bit stuck. I might not bother to chop that out. I might chop it out. We'll see. Cool, nice and easy here against Raphael. No turn 1 play for us this time. Early Squirrel Girl going to fill up the board for them. So Chrism and Cosmos actually not great for us. Neither is Mindscape. These are not really locations that we want to see. Neither of these really inform my decision as to where my opponent is going to play. I think I'm just going to Scarlet Witch the Mindscape. I'd rather keep my hand on turn 6 if I'm playing towards Odin. So, going to try not to give that up if I can help it. Turns into New York. Okay. Turn 3 the Vault. So, this is a little annoying. Not the best locations for us here. Good chance our opponent plays to the Vault, I think. So we're going to Star-Lord Yondu over here. Hopefully you're all doing well today, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me while we jam some Marvel Snap and take a look at this deck together. Hopefully you're enjoying what you see. We get waved. Okay. So we do get to trigger our Star-Lord. Our hand is kind of fair game this turn. Kind of want to play out our Gamora a little ahead of curve, but that would mean that I don't get to Jessica Jones this game. I think I'm going to Jessica Jones into the Crimson Cosmos and then look to hopefully Gamora into the Vault on turn 5 when it's like the last card, a last chance to play something there. I have to assume my opponent's going to try and win this location before they can no longer play it. So this seems like it should be a pretty good power play into the Vault on turn 5. Suppose it means they can move their stuff out to New York. Evidently not. Okay, New York very full for our opponent. Yondu eats our Rocket Raccoon. Gamora is going to trigger here though. Everything going to plan. Loading us up on the Vault. So we've got that one covered. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just massively play to Crimson Cosmos. Alternatively, we can just... this feels kind of fishy to me. Like, this New York is full with no way to... I guess I just challenge for New York. Like, this seems like there's very little reason not to. Like, I can just do this, I suppose. I guess I can always play the Enchantress over here and fill up with Mr. Sinister. Yeah, I'm not sure why New York is so full here with no way to destroy all these things that clearly want to be destroyed. A little bit confused by the opponent's plays, but I think it's going to be kind of hard for us to lose this. Fill up New York. Opponent will Chavez, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll take our cubes. Alright, cool. 2-1 for the On Reveal deck, including 2 games where we didn't really get to use Kamar-Taj to its full power, so very, very cool to see. And nice to see this deck's kind of got what it takes to hang up there at the top of the ladder. Yeah, if you're looking for a sweet one to play while the featured location is on and you're just joining us in Marvel Snap, this is probably the deck for you. Jam some Odins, jam some White Tigers, double up those On Reveal effects, get maximum value while you can, and enjoy Kamar-Taj being a hot location. If you've enjoyed this, folks, make sure you like the video, leave a comment down below, you know, subscribe if you feel like it. Please the algorithm, helps us know that we're doing a good job for you and making content you want to see. But for now, I've been Howling Minds, you've been amazing. This has been Marvel Snap Zone, take care, I'll see you soon for another community deck highlight. Have a good one.